following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
To the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
Wake up, America! It's time for the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY.com, West Palm Beach's #1 internet radio station. Here's your host, the Pipeman.
Yo. Hello. Juan, come on. Because I don't know what's happening. Because I don't know. It was going slow for me in the beginning there. So that's why I brought you on.
Yeah, you lagged a little on the
Yeah, I wonder why that was. Maybe it was because I was typing. But anyway, this is the Adventures of Pipeman, W4CY Radio, here at the new digs, at the new studio. Put Swamp Nut on. Let's see if she can know what the hell she's doing. And let's put it in that other thing. There we go. Swamp Nut, can you hear us? You have to talk into the mic. You're muted. Like, what the hell?
I can hear on a different pair of headphones, but not these. Not the ones that I should be able to hear you.
I don't understand why it's a problem every single time, Rebel. You're an audio engineer that never can get your audio right on my show, ever. This is a problem every time. This is why I said, use the studio equipment, not your fakakta stuff that you put together. Use what you would use
It's the studio equipment that's not working for me.
Did it work for the last show that you just did?
I can hear everything else. I can't hear y'all.
What do you mean you can hear everything else?
Like I can play something on the computer and I can hear it.
That's not what I asked you. See, this is why I love communicating with you, Rebel. And we're doing this live on the air, so it's fun. But, you caught me at a time where there's going to be some rants today, and this is the first rant. Like I'm trying to do a new show. I have the new studios, and I'm the owner of the network and the anchor show. Why would people have a show on our network if the engineer of the show can't do it?
Amazing.
I don't get it. Again, question. The last show that you engineered, could you hear the people talking?
Yes.
So why can't you hear us? What did you do that you can't hear us?
Oh, it's always me. I have no idea what happened.
Well, of course it's you. If I can hear and Juan can hear and you can't, I wonder. It must be you.
Must be me.
Like if somebody's deaf, I don't blame myself. If you're deaf, that's your problem, not mine. So again, and these are the things that should be prepared to come on the show. See now, Juan.
Sound check before you came on the show.
What?
We were trying to do a sound check before you came on the show.
I know, because we had to start the show. You should have been prepared ahead of time. You're not some guest. You're somebody representing the station. If I were a potential and I saw this, I'd be like, what kind of schlock operation is this that the person that's supposed to be a professional engineer can't hear and doesn't know how to fix it? Okay. So again, I'm going to ask you the question. The last engineer you set, the last show you engineered, you could hear everything fine, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what did you change between now and then? Because that's what happens every time this happens. Like for years now. For like 15 years, it's always happened. You would think by now it wouldn't happen anymore.
Yep.
What
I
did you
restarted the
change?
computer right before the show.
Okay, so when you restarted the computer, probably change your speaker settings, just like Studio Nut put in the chat. We can't change that for you. Only you. Well, I could. I can remote into your computer and see what's up.
We can too.
Okay, but it's not our job to do that.
I understand that, but we checked.
Okay, so if you, first of all, how do you have two headphones in? That's what I want to know. Yeah, what you said you could hear out of this one, but not the other one.
Yep.
So what's the difference? What are you doing different?
One's connected to one computer and one's connected to another.
That was my point. I said, why isn't it that you don't use the actual studio equipment to do my show?
I am using the studio equipment. I'm using a different camera.
Okay, but okay. Now I'm confused.
We've already been
the
through
camera
this.
has nothing to do with your sound.
I know.
Okay, so seriously though, you're using a different camera, but if you were using the same computer, it would work. You just said it's the other computer. Why are you using a different computer than you would to engineer a show?
Because
you have this problem every time.
The one that I use to do the shows, to engineer shows, doesn't have a camera.
Okay. That's interesting.
That we use. Let me be specific. Doesn't have a camera we use.
Yeah, I was gonna. Okay, so all right. Let me back up for a second because I think I have to speak Louisianese to you. Okay. So webcams that you use for shows, they use a USB.
Yep.
So if you plug the USB into,
there's no more ports. And we got that extended thing. And when you plug in the extended thing, it screws up everything. So we turned that off and we started using the camera on a different computer.
Okay. So wait a minute. What do you mean the one that gives you more ports?
Mm-hmm.
And how was it screwing up everything?
We already tried this. It didn't work. It screwed up programs.
How did it screw up programs? I'm asking a question. You didn't give me the answer. You do what you always do. I gave you a question and you give me something that's not related.
I don't know how to explain how it screwed up programs. Juan was there. You sent the thing. We used it for a little while and then it screwed up.
Juan, do you know why it screwed up at all? Do you remember this?
No, I wasn't physically in the room with her.
We used it for a little while.
I know she said it wasn't
stopped.
working for her. She did get a USB adapter for more ports, but she said it wasn't working for her.
We used it for a little while, but it screwed up things.
What did it screw up? What did it do?
I don't remember what it screwed up. It screwed up how things worked. So we had
I use those things all the time. It's never screwed up things that work for me. So that's why I'm asking these questions.
It just did. It screwed up everything, how things worked. We undid it. We plugged everything the way it's supposed to be plugged in, and everything works fine. So.
Okay, but. And now, you know what, Juan, my video was perfect before. Why do you think now that I'm lagging? Is it because we're both on in the studio?
Could be because the doors are closed, so the signal's not getting through as much.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Hey, go open both doors. Let's see if we're just
I tried that yesterday.
You tried what yesterday?
y'all tried opening. Y'all started with both doors open, and then you closed both doors.
What are you talking about yesterday?
Yesterday on the bullshit show.
Well,
When you didn't think I was going to watch.
no, it wasn't that I didn't think I was, but you only said it now. But we didn't have the problem with the doors yesterday, but that is
You
possible.
had the doors open first, and then you closed them.
Yeah, and did you see problems after they were closed?
Not terribly.
Well, wait. You just said you did have problems. We didn't notice any problems at all, and I can notice right away, as I did right from starting the show. So maybe you can explain more, because opening the doors would not create problems. Closing the door might create problems.
Y'all started off
Wi-Fi doesn't go through walls.
Y'all started up yesterday with the doors open.
Yeah.
Then you made Juan go close the doors.
Yeah.
And
you just said it what?
It did not make much of a change.
Okay, well that is conflicting from what you just said a few minutes ago. You said it did make a change. Now you're saying it didn't make much of a change. So which is it?
It didn't make much of a change.
Okay, but you said
again, y'all only did a show for like 20 minutes and something seconds. Because it was a bullshit.
Yeah, and I've done a bunch of interviews like since then too. I've had 0 issues. This was the first issue. That's why we were trying to troubleshoot that. That's why this is another bullshit show, so we can straighten out things in the new studio. Little did I know the existing studio you're in would be the one with the problems. That wasn't expected.
Not necessarily problems. It's just something changed.
What are you looking at? The camera's not down in your lap.
No, but notes are, so I can check and see any settings that are changed.
Okay, everybody, you're watching historic stuff here. Okay, for all those you people in 2025 that don't understand what's going on, those notes she has, no, they're not on a computer, they're not on a phone. They're on random pieces of paper, and that's why she can never find her notes, because she has to shuffle through like hundreds of pieces of paper to find her notes. Whereas the rest of the world, in 2 seconds, does a search on their phone or their computer and finds her notes immediately. But hey,
what's paper?
We're only a technology firm. Why should people working for a technology firm use technology? That doesn't make sense.
It's unhackable.
That's right.
But seriously, back to the headphone issue, because we need to straighten this out before we can continue the show. Well, I don't understand though. Why do you have to work on it if it's something you do all day, every day? That's where I'm confused. I've said before, do things exactly how you would do a show.
I did.
And the USB connector, what do you do? Buy some Chinese cheap stuff from the dollar store? Is that why it didn't work? Because that's what you tend to do. That's what you tend to do. When you get equipment without consulting with me, you buy the stuff that's like from the dollar store.
No, I don't. And you sent that one to me.
Then it should have worked fine.
But yet it didn't.
How come it worked fine in this studio? Is Louisiana different? Do they have different technology in Louisiana?
Yeah, because we're ass backwards and we don't know what we're doing.
Well, it must be. It must be. Because, listen, if something works here in South Florida and the same exact thing works, it doesn't work in Louisiana, either it's the person or the place. Those are the only 2 choices, because the actual equipment has proven to work.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Rebel, do you know who passed away recently?
Lots of people. They die in threes.
Name one.
how far back you want me to go? You know, Ozzy passed away.
Okay, thank you. That's the one I was looking for. Thanks.
Okay. You're welcome.
You had to find it in your paper notes, I see.
Yep, sure did.
So I have another pipe peeve for today. We'll get off Rebel for a second because we're not getting
Please
anywhere.
do.
We're not getting anywhere anyway. Somebody's gonna have to teach her how to do her job, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, well, think about it. If one of your show hosts was watching this right now, how much confidence would they have in their engineer? How do you troubleshoot other people? Oh, I know. You
Oh,
call
Juan, the
Yeah.
IT person.
No, he's not. He's not the person
he
you should
is.
call, though, for everything. Like, if it's a job that you do every day that you did even long before Juan was here, you should be able to do that. Like, if you're about to do a show, they're not going to wait for you to call Juan to troubleshoot whatever their problem is. All right, so let's have a little quiz here, okay?
We'll call it. Who are you gonna
Do
call?
something. I thought you were getting off of me.
But now you brought me back, okay? So, all right. So I'm somebody doing a show. You're engineering my show, kind of like now, and I can't hear. What are you going to tell me to do?
Going to tell you to check your.
Don't look at your notes. You've been working here for like, what, 16 years? Okay.
Oh my God.
You've been working here for like 16 years. You don't need notes. Okay.
Oh.
So what are you going to do? Now we can't hear her because she's muted. Did you mute her studio net, or did she just mute herself because she doesn't know what she's doing?
No,
No,
she
something
she
just
muted
don't want me
herself
to
because
say.
that's not the computer that she's running the sound through.
Yeah. See, you're doing it. You're doing it the redneck
You
way.
like the sound from this computer better, from the microphone. You don't like this one, so I don't.
Can
use
you
this
tap the
one.
microphone for me? All right, I see the headphones also have a microphone. Can you tap that microphone?
Different computer won't matter. These are muted.
Okay,
Okay,
just making
but
sure.
all right. My point is why I keep saying
how to
this.
do
I keep repeating it. Why are you using a different computer than the one that's used for the studio?
Because the one that we use for the studio camera is not going to function for this. I don't use a camera when I'm doing other people's shows. They use cameras. I don't. They don't see me. I'm just a figment of people's imagination.
How many USB slots you got in the other computer? Okay.
Did you say
In
how
the
many
office
USB
computer?
slots you have?
How many USB slot?
Two,
United
and they're being
the
used.
United sluts of what's a good B word? The United Sluts of Baton Rouge. That's what it stands for. So, okay. But anyway, you know who's a dick? I'm going to tell you who's a dick. Okay.
We'll just call him a dongle.
Roger Waters is a dick. Or as Ozzy and his son probably put it, a see you next Tuesday. Do you know why, Rebel?
A wimpy.
Wait, first, let me
reference.
back up. Let me back up. Do you know who Roger Waters is?
No.
See, that's my point. You were going to answer a question you don't even know who the person is. That's so
I
typical.
was referencing
the
a see you
wor-
next Tuesday.
It's so
That's what I was
typical of the
referencing.
world right now that people read headlines and they don't know anything else, and people speak
I
out.
didn't even read
Like all
that
these
one.
people speaking out about certain things, and you like the wars going on, and you ask them, where is Ukraine? They don't know. Where is Palestine? They don't know. Where
They
is
don't.
Iran? They say the Middle East. Where in the Middle East? Oh, I don't know.
Over there.
I don't even know if they know it's the Middle East. It is amazing today how many people like protest stuff that they don't even know what they're protesting. or where it is. There's the example. You're answering me without even knowing who Roger Waters is.
I didn't care who Roger Waters was. I was answering why would they say something about Tuesday? And my reference was from Wimpy on Popeye.
Do you know what "see you next Tuesday" means?
It's an acronym.
No, I don't.
Come on, you're bullshitting me right now, aren't you, Rebel? You really don't know what "see you next Tuesday" is.
Everybody knows that.
I would
Unless you're
assume
one.
that it means I'll see you next Tuesday.
Unless you're one of them.
Has nothing to do with Wimpy, okay? Well, it could. It's the word that's very often used in the UK that you never use it here. Does that give you a clue, Rebel?
Do you want me to use that word?
Folks, we are experiencing a Louisiana education. This is what you get from homeschooling in the swamp.
No, I wasn't homeschooled. I might have been better off.
Yeah, you might have been better off, and that's not saying much.
I
Okay.
know.
Juan, do you know who Roger Waters is?
No. I'm not even going to try.
What the hell is wrong with you people? What is with you people? Okay, let me ask you a question. Is there a wall in the way that you're not knowing who Roger Waters is? Maybe.
Let me guess. Possibly from Pink Floyd?
Well, possibly. Only one of the founding members of Pink Floyd. Ding dong.
At least I can guess good.
Yeah, I guess so. But how can you be on my show and not know who Pink Floyd is? I give Juan a pass because he was swimming upstream when Pink Floyd was a thing.
He wasn't even a thought when Pink Floyd.
That's what I'm saying. He was a sperm swimming upstream, trying to find his egg.
He hadn't even left the chute yet for Pink Floyd. He's young.
Well, what does that say about you?
And I don't keep up with the crap.
Are we finally gonna find out how old she really is?
Oh my God. She has the, brain power, common sense of like she's 80 because she doesn't know certain things. Like she doesn't know about STD testing. That's weird to her.
Oh my God. Let's not go there yet again. I know about it, but I didn't ever see people put it on billboards like they
because
needed
you
to
guys don't believe in it in Louisiana. You don't believe in STD testing in Louisiana. Your idea of STD testing in Louisiana is if you were to scratch your hoo-ha.
Yeah, Rebel seems like the type of person that would study for an STD test.
No, she wouldn't. She'd call you.
True.
Absolutely.
By the way, Rebel, I just have to say to you, do you know that you and I talked yesterday?
When you called me, he was the one who answered the phone.
Oh, really?
And you told me you had no clue.
Nope. Which conversation was it?
Put it in the file conversation.
The what?
We put it in the file conversation.
Oh. So that's why I wasn't in the file till today. Gotcha.
The round file. the round disposal file.
Yep.
The one that's on your desk that you're looking for.
Not looking for anything anymore. Making sure everything matches up, which it does.
Well,
So
it
the only thing I
obviously
can
doesn't
say is
if everything's
turn
not
off.
working.
The only thing I could say is restart it.
Restart what?
The freaking computer!
Why do you have to restart it if that's when the problem started?
Well, maybe if I restart it again, it'll reset it back to where it works. Or maybe it'll just fuck shit up even more.
Hey, Juan,
50-50 chance.
hit your cough button because I heard it.
Yeah, you heard it from the room, not from the microphone.
I never really heard of after somebody works for a company 15 years or still in the training program. But we love you, Rebel, anyway, even if you are, well, I don't know if I could even say that live on here what you are. You're not Roger Waters, though. He's a dick. Do you know why he's a dick, Rebel?
Please tell me.
Do you know why, Juan?
Because the insult to Ozzy Osbourne?
Thank you. Somebody is actually working in the media industry out of the three of us.
You guess good too, don't you? Or you look
I
it
guess,
up on Google.
I don't know if Meatloaf was so right because in this instance 2 out of 3 ain't good. It ain't bad. It ain't good. Okay, so yes, be aware of if you're gonna be in the media industry, be aware of what's going on in the media industry. Okay, I'm just saying. And yes, so there was a post by Jack Osborne yesterday that I saw and I replied to, and then I shared on my social media because, listen, we do work in a industry that requires social media to survive. So if your employees are not watching the social media, yeah, they won't know the information, I guess. But that's another point. But yeah, so he was on a podcast. Roger Waters was on a podcast where he just started slamming Ozzy, slamming Sabbath, saying some really cruel things. Now, first of all, even if those things were true, even if you think those things, okay, the man just passed away and his family is mourning. What the frick is wrong with you? That's what I have to say. Hold your tongue. To say it on a podcast, like it's bad enough that he's a Nazi now. Okay, I love Pink Floyd, but I will never ever support Roger Waters ever again in my life. He's an anti-Semitic, anti-Jew person, ergo Nazi, and now he's anti-Ozzy, ergo Nazi. Yeah, listen. Ozzy was loved by the world. He was an amazing human being. And you can't even have the balls to say it to his face when he's alive. You wait till he passes away. That is pussy ass crap. Oops, I shouldn't have said
He's
that.
probably afraid Ozzy would have kicked his ass.
Well, you know what? So I stand by Jack. Jack went at him. And it's all over the news. So, of course, in Louisiana, they don't get the news there. So Rebel has no clue what's going on. But it was in every headline, on every phone, on every device. You couldn't look anywhere yesterday without knowing this news because Jack Osborne ripped them apart, and as well he should. Now, here's another trivia question for you. Since Ozzy's death, is that the first family member to go off on somebody about Ozzy, about saying something negative about Ozzy?
I don't think so. Probably not.
Nope. Watch the news again. Just recently, Kelly Osbourne lashed out at and you should know this, Rebel, because you're into wrestling, at a pro female wrestler that again was disrespectful to Ozzy. And this was something she did publicly as part of her shtick. I think that's uncool, man. Do your shtick, your fake shtick in wrestling. Don't include Ozzy in it, especially the fact that he passed away and his family is mourning. Leave them alone. Let them mourn. Ozzy made mistakes like every human being, but he was an amazing human being and everybody loved, an amazing artist. And Roger Waters, you're just jealous as crap because still people think of Syd Barrett before they think of Roger Waters when it comes to Pink Floyd. And now Ozzy stole your thunder, I guess. I'm sorry, but either he's on some really bad drugs or he's just an old grouchy man. But Roger Waters has to be canceled. I am not for the cancel culture. Roger Waters needs to be. Wait, he doesn't need to be canceled because nobody cares about him anymore. And I hoped for years and years for Pink Floyd to have a reunion. And now I know why they won't reunite with Roger Waters. And I don't want that reunion anymore because I will never, ever support Roger Waters because he's an anti-Aussie, anti-Jew Nazi. That's my quote right there. Roger Waters is an anti-Jew, anti-Aussie Nazi. Jack Osbourne, thank you for standing up and speaking out, even while you're mourning, because you know what? Your dad was amazing, and nobody can take that away from him, not even a has-been that can't even be. Yes, we're talking about Roger Waters, and maybe Swamp Nut too. And so, what's your feelings on that, Swamp Nut?
I don't think people should try to disrespect him in any way, but everybody's entitled to their own feelings. You just don't need to express it like everybody else seems that needs to happen.
Well, I don't think he should be disrespectful, period.
Nobody should be disrespectful, but clearly it happens.
Yeah, you disrespect me every time you come on this show and your crap ain't working.
I mean, it's common courtesy, like respect the dead.
Really? Because listen, I got to tell you, Roger Waters looks more dead to me right now than Ozzy. Like a walking skeleton. All right, what else did we want to talk about? I'm done ranting about Roger Waters, although
What is your next
probably
rant?
I'm probably not done about ranting about Roger Waters because I just can't believe people can be so disrespectful to somebody that just passed away and have no chutzpah. Yes, he might not know what it means because he's an anti-Jew, anti-Semitic Nazi, but Roger Waters, you have no chutzpah whatsoever because you can say this stuff to Ozzy when he was like, does anybody want me to read Jack Osbourne's post? I mean, since you don't follow the
but
show.
can we send an invitation to this Roger person to come on and onto the show? And
I am not bringing this Roger person. I told you who it is, and you're still like this Roger person. No, Roger Waters. Almost the whole world that is over, let's say 30.
But you see, I didn't show him any respect. I said this Roger person. He didn't show Ozzy any respect. So why should I announce who he is? I said this Roger person.
Well, if you don't want to show him respect, just call him and see you next Tuesday. That's all. You don't have to even use his name.
And it throws people off because when you say C, it's not the letter C. It's S-E-E.
It doesn't throw anybody off except people with a Louisiana education.
Well, I'm just telling you. You're spelling it F-U-N-T.
I'm going to do a contest because I'll bet you everybody in the world knows what see you next Tuesday means except for you.
I
and
know
everybody
what it
else
means
in
now,
Louisiana.
but it doesn't sound, it's not right. And you're talking about my education?
Yeah, and it was viral. That
Catch
whole
you next
acronym
Tuesday.
went very viral.
Hey, look, catch you next Tuesday sounds so much better. And people would know what it is.
Nobody would have any clue what that is.
S-U-N-T. Oh, I didn't know what
No,
see you next Tuesday was
people would
because
understand that
S-U-N-T
C means you're saying the letter C, just like U is not Y-O-U. It's U because it's the letter U.
No, that's the slovenly way.
Because this is how people used to text
there.
in the early 2000s.
All right, so let me read this. This is Jack Osbourne's post yesterday, and he tagged Roger Waters in it. So he wasn't a wussy like Roger Waters. He made sure he spoke up straight to the person. And so basically he says, hey, Roger Waters, fuck you. I love that start. Okay. How pathetic and out of touch you've become. The only way you seem to get attention these days is by vomiting out bullshit in the press. My father always thought you were a see you next Tuesday, but he spelled out the word. Thanks for proving him right.
What's wrong with saying that word?
You are a female in the United States of America, and you're wondering what's wrong with saying that word.
Yep, sure am.
Again,
what's wrong with saying that word?
Ask every other female in the United States besides you.
Okay, so it's okay.
Hold on,
say...
I'm going to see if it's Louisiana or not. We're going to find out if this is Louisiana or not. Okay,
Please.
Right now, I hope if they answer the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to ask multiple things, and we're going to see if it's Louisiana or not. Okay. Because now it's just getting silly. You're just getting silly, Rebel.
Okay. I'm getting silly because I'm questioning why you don't use the actual word. But if we were talking about a...
hold on, Rebel. Hey, Lori, you're live on the air on the Adventures of Pipeman, and I'm calling you because you're in Louisiana, and you're a and you're a female.
Okay.
Okay. So I have a question for you. I have another female on the show with me who's from Louisiana, who's very confused of why women in the United States do not like people to say the word "see you next Tuesday," the actual word. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, I'm engaged to a Brit, so that's common household terminology.
I already said in Brit. I already
true.
said in the UK it's popular. I said that, but that's why I said females in the United States. What happens if you call a female in the United States that word?
I mean, I embrace it. However, yeah, you're right. Most people don't view it as a very nice thing to say, but I think they're too uptight.
Yeah, see, Rebel said thank you. Yeah, Rebel, it proved my point why you saying thank you. I'm saying it's Louisiana. Only people in Louisiana would think that way, and I called a Louisiana person.
It's not only
Now,
Louisiana.
All right. Now I'm going to do another one, Lori, okay? Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. Would you understand what see you next Tuesday means, or would you more understand what it means if somebody said catch you next Tuesday?
Nobody says catch you next Tuesday.
Thank you. Okay, because Rebel was arguing with us for 5 minutes. I don't understand why they say see you next Tuesday. It makes no sense, and nobody would figure that out. They should say catch you next Tuesday. I'm like, nobody would even know what that means. It's called an acronym. So thank you. Thank you for giving your honest. You've proven it's not the Louisiana education system. It's just rebels.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know I was signing up to be the opposition of Rebel here.
All right, one more question for a Louisiana person. Okay, I'm just asking all the questions that she didn't know about today. Do you know who is Roger Waters?
Yeah, I know who Roger Waters is.
Okay, so I guess it's not the Louisiana education once again. It's just rebels.
I mean, but I'm very involved in music, so.
She works at a radio station.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I've actually been to one of his.
Does that mean I need to be all up in people's business?
In the day. I was bored to tears, but I was there.
She goes, does that mean I have to be all up in people's business? Question: if you work for a radio station, should you know about music that may be played at that radio station? That's for you.
I mean, it depends what you do for the radio station.
Well, let's say you're in charge of audio engineering shows.
So that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be up on that genre of music.
What about if
se.
you're a
You're
co-host of
engineering
my
it, but
show?
You're not. I mean, that just entails you have to tolerate you.
Well, that's true. That's absolutely true. But I mean,
So-
like, if you're on my show, you should know something about some of the music, and especially if we're talking about stuff like Ozzy and Roger Waters.
Well, Roger Waters is very old school. Like you could ask most people on the streets nowadays, and they probably wouldn't know unless they were music nerds, really.
I think anybody our age group would know who Roger Waters is.
Our age group.
Yeah,
yes.
she's in our age group.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
know.
She lives in a bayou, but she's in our age group.
I mean, have you been to the bayou?
I have, and I was scared. I was
Only been there
scared.
once.
I have a studio in Louisiana. I've been there once. I
Twice.
don't want to go. Oh, twice. I don't want to go again. It was very scary for a Yankee Jew to be there. I don't know which is scarier for a Jew, to be in Louisiana or to be with Roger Waters.
Be
I think
afraid.
the Roger Waters
Be
is
very
more.
afraid.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. You do. Now, let me ask you another question. Okay. Because I know you don't religiously follow the news, right, Lori?
No. I did see a blurb that you posted about something.
Oh, yeah.
But I
See?
didn't have a chance to look into it, but based on what I read, I would assume that he took a stab at Ozzy in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, he took a stab at Ozzy and Sabbath, and Jack Osbourne lashed back out at him.
Yeah, that was the post I saw. I saw the
So wait a minute.
Jack
You
Osbourne post, and I saw your reply because you're on my friends list. Your reply popped up. So
you
But I
saw my
didn't-
post on social media, but somebody that actually is on my show and works for my network didn't. That's weird, don't you think?
well, she probably has blocked you out. Just kidding.
Yeah,
It's
you'd get
not
fired for
weird
that.
I'm working and I don't have time to
She said it's not weird that I'm working and I don't have time to search. She shares pictures of Big Macs on her social media, but she doesn't have time to do the stuff that's related to the job.
What are you talking about? Shares pictures of Big Mac.
Okay.
Why wouldn't you?
Okay. Well, yeah, Mike. Okay. So you're a professional photographer. I have another question for you. This is really diggy. Okay. Because you're a professional photographer. Okay. If we were doing a festival together and
That's happened a time or two.
yeah, and you purposely took a picture of the media tent and purposely made it blurry, is that something you would post on social media?
But why would I do that?
And I've been asking that for years now when Rebel did it.
I think there'd have to be a reason behind it.
Okay, Rebel, tell your reason and I'll repeat it since she can't hear you.
I don't even remember. I'm fairly certain it was to block out licensed material.
She was probably
She
high.
says it was to block out licensed material. How
I've
much
never been
licensed
high, so it can't be
material is in that media tent, Lori?
I mean, not much, but sometimes there's people back there that you are not really allowed to photograph.
You're absolutely
without their
correct.
permissions.
You're absolutely correct. So, would you, as a professional photographer, be able to take a picture and that person not be in it, or take the picture, put it in Lightroom, and remove that person from it?
I probably wouldn't take the picture at all because they would be like, "What are you taking my picture for?" And it would look
Same.
bad on me in that aspect.
Agree. I agree with you.
I agree.
I'm
too.
just saying because after one of the festivals I saw on Instagram, she did a post and it was a picture that was blurry. I didn't even know what it was. And I'm like, what is that? Oh, it's the media tent. I'm like, well, why did you post a extremely blurry picture of the media tent to promote the festival? How does that promote the festival? And what
I
was your
wasn't
answer?
promoting the festival when I did it.
Oh, never mind. She wasn't promoting the festival when she did it. She was just doing the pictures at the festival that were supposed to be promoting the festival, but the only picture that showed up was the blurry media tent picture that you couldn't even tell was a media tent, by the way.
Picasso.
It was that blurry.
Well, I mean, also not a professional photographer, so.
Oh, no, wait. No, she says she is.
Oh, all right then.
Oh no,
I
I've
don't know.
never said ho ho ho.
I'm trying to be on your side.
That one I
Rebel.
believe.
that.
You are what?
Don't.
How about
I never said.
How about blurry Big Mac? Is that because of licensing too?
No,
Would you tell her that I have never claimed
You
to be
have.
a professional
You
photographer?
have literally claimed to me that you're a professional photographer and videographer
Never.
yourself. You have said that. Juan, have you experienced it? I don't know if you have. So I'm asking.
Experience taking blurry pictures?
No, experience that Rebel has fancied her a videographer and a photographer.
I don't recall her saying those things, but I know she says she's a media person.
Okay. she's a media person, Lori.
There's a difference there.
Yeah, there is. Well, we're about to end the show, so I thank you for your participation, Lori. You are absolutely amazing. And you're almost a photographer too.
Almost. Any day now.
Yeah, one of these days, you too can take a blurry picture of a media tent.
All right. You guys have a great day.
Bye. Love you.
Bye.
We love you too, Rebel. It wouldn't be any fun if I couldn't bust your chops on the show.
I didn't know she had chops to bust.
Well, I don't think any of us knows what she really has because she won't tell anybody.
Well, she's from Louisiana, so yeah, who knows?
So yeah, we have brand new studios here in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. We have the cool digs here, and this was just a test to see how it would be to do my live show here, with Rebel on board, not being able to hear, and just showing our expertise all the way around. What do you have to say for yourself, Rebel?
Not a damn thing.
Now her mic doesn't work. Okay, Juan.
Yes, it does.
What I want to know is, what the hell is your problem?
Are we sure we want to go down that rabbit hole?
You got like 30 seconds. Tell us all your problems.
Rebel.
You didn't
Oh,
even
look,
need
I
the
only needed
30
1
seconds.
second.
Blame for everything.
What do I do with the other 29 seconds?
Rebel. That's what makes you indispensable at the station, is because you're the go-to blame person. But in all seriousness, folks, Rebel is an absolute asset to everything, or an ass. I'm not sure which. No, she is not. She is an absolute asset to everything and everyone, except Ozzy, because she didn't know about the whole situation, but that's okay. She didn't have to. But she should. Now, if we were asking questions about Nikki Sixx, I bet you she has time to know all that information. No? We can't hear you, Rebel. You're muted.
I said we got off that a long time ago.
Oh, you're off the Nikki Sixx thing? You don't like Nikki Sixx anymore? Is it because you like the KKK
Sixx,
better?
But, it's been a while.
Is it because you like
Oh,
the
for Christ's
KKK
sake.
better? Christ has nothing to do with it, okay?
Clearly.
I have a question for you before we go on, though.
Sure.
Why does the Messiah have a Latin name, but he's from Israel?
I don't know. Why?
I don't know. It wasn't a joke. I really wanted to know. All right. That's about enough debauchery for today.
Oh,
It's like why
I have an answer.
Okay, go.
He was a carpenter. Obviously, he was Spanish, right?
Yes. Well,
He was a
see,
builder.
no, wait, no, he wasn't a landscaper.
He was a carpenter. He was. That's construction, right? That's basically the same thing for that
Does that
time
mean
era.
does that mean Resident Rump hires illegals to build the wall to keep them out?
Well, he wanted to. That's why he said Mexico will pay for it.
Yeah. Oh my God. So yeah, so there it is. You heard it from Pipeman first. Resident Rump hires illegals to build the wall to keep them in the United States so he can deport them. I think that's the reason for the wall.
Yeah, he also said that one of the requirements for the wall was that the wall needed to be transparent so he could see what's going on the other side.
The cat knows how to use the equipment. That's what I'm gonna say. Hey, Rebel. You know, they always say that people start looking like their pets. When are you gonna get that cute?
Never. Absolutely never.
All right. Well, this has been an absolute shit show. It's probably the worst Adventures of Pipeman ever in history. Okay. But you know, listen, it was worth something. I don't think it was worth anything, but it was worth something. Maybe. I don't know. But Rebel, thanks for joining us. Next time, be a professional. Juan, I got nothing for you.
I think that's a good thing.
Except I don't know who those people are outside the new studio, but I would suggest you close and lock your door.
Or I can just let them in, whoever is next to us.
They're probably going to take me because we're the Jews. We're the next ones to be deported. Is Resident Rump going to deport the Jews to? Never mind. I don't even want to go there. I'll get canceled.
Let's talk about the dispensary.
Oh yeah, it's not a dispensary though. It's a clinic. We have a Rebel clinic next door. Rebel.
Oh God, how is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, it's when I get off the show, I go over there to get therapy from you.
Yeah, it's Dr. Mary J.
Yeah, it's not Blige. You know, it is great. There is literally a clinic next door, a marijuana clinic. And it's great to have a marijuana clinic like next door because they're always so stoned they fall asleep and they don't make any noise. We never hear them.
Yeah, and whenever Rebel stresses me out, I'll just go over there.
Right? All you have to do is, you know, just go by the door and put a straw through the gap in the door. Anyway, I don't even know what the hell we were doing today. I don't even know why we did this show. Literally worst Adventures of Pipeman ever, I think. What do you think, Rebel?
It's high up there on the list of worsts.
Yeah. What do you think, Juan? Of all the times you've done, is it the worst you've ever done?
I mean, you know, I have a lot of confidence in us. I think we can do worse.
Okay, that's our goal.
Sounds like a challenge.
Tune in next time to the Adventures of Pipeman here on W4CY Radio, where our goal is to make that show even worse than this one. I think we can do it. Get your notepad out, Rebel, so you can start
things to thrive for.
You can start writing out Post-it notes of notes of how to make this show worse.
Absolutely.
All right, well, let's end this. You know what? I just want to end the pain. I'm in pain already from this, so roll it, Juan.
Go next.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.